How's it going, YouTube? Yeah, Pat back here, coach of the Sacramento Saints / bringing you our draft analysis, or I guess a more introduction for the Mythical Mayhem over in the TGR server. This was this is an amazing draft league. I freaking love this draft league. It's a points-based draft league, doubles, no Pokemon are banned, so teams are absolutely insane. And there were 12 coaches, and I was the wheel pick. So here's the whole team. You can see that we've drafted here. It's just from left to right, top to bottom. So Arceus Ghost and Magearna. We were the wheel pick, so we had to grab both of those back to back. I'm very excited to have those two Pokemon. I had never used Arceus before, and so I'm really excited to try this mon out. It looks like, I don't know, this Pokemon looks absolutely insane. It has like every move imaginable. I really was happy with getting Ghost typing for this. The way Arceus was set up for the league was that there were 3 groups of it, and from the group you could pick one type. And so anyway, I drafted this Pokemon along with Magearna, and the two Pokemon together I think are absolutely insane. Like Magearna covers for the dark weakness that Arceus has, and then Ghost always hits Ghost, so having probably one of the better Ghost types in the game seemed like a pretty good deal to me. Plus, like, having a non-fake outable mon as the first pick with a ton of different options for speed control, whether it's Tailwind or Trick Room, I thought was a really nice pickup for the team. Also, being able to set Trick Room I think would be kind of nice for Magearna, so the two of them kind of work a little bit, or work pretty well in terms of like speed control setting up for the other. So yeah, really happy with those two mons in particular. Grabbed Ursaluna and Salamence next. I was looking for just some more power. Like, I think with how Arceus works in terms of Judgment being a special attacking move, I think a lot of times during the season it'll be likely that I'll want to go for like a special attacking set on Arceus, so I wanted to get 2 strong physical offensive threats. Ursaluna, Salamence, both really good options there. Plus, it also kind of took a little bit of pressure off of Arceus from being like the only Tailwind setter by grabbing Salamence. Not to mention Intimidate being a really nice ability just when like stats are so high on Pokemon. And then yeah, just having another really strong Trick Room option for the team I thought would be really solid. So like Magearna could potentially set up for set Trick Room for Ursaluna, and then we have a really strong special attacking threat in Trick Room with Magearna, and a strong physical attacking threat in Trick Room with Ursaluna. Not to mention like getting rid of Stab, or not Stab, getting rid of like statuses against our team I thought would be pretty nice. Just having Guts on a mon just means that like teams are less likely to try to go for status moves against us, just because if we get status then we get more damage, and yeah, that's definitely good for us. I grabbed Brute Bonnet and Hisuian Sneasel on the 3rd round. I guess it's technically 5th and 6th round, but it kind of feels like round 3 for us because we're picking our mons back to back. Anyway, so I grabbed Brute Bonnet. I really wanted to get a like an offensive threat that could also have like a little bit of flexibility here, and so I wanted Brute Bonnet as a way. Well, Rage Powder I guess was one of the things I was thinking about with the mon. So like I get a little bit of flexibility with Rage Powder. I obviously get some statuses with Spore. And yeah, just like a really strong offensive threat too. I think it's got like almost 130 in its attack stat, so like it obviously hits super hard. And so we get another offensive threat for the team, which I thought would be really good. So basically, like in our first 5 picks, everything can hit like crazy amounts of damage. And we also have good utility on basically every Pokemon, which I think is really nice in this kind of format, when the stats and the power of Pokemon are so high that you want to have some flexibility with your Pokemon. Now, I also grabbed Hisuian Sneasel here. I kind of looked at what the rest of my plan was going to be, and I thought that rotom-heat could wait for a turn, but rotom-heat was definitely on my radar at the time. But again, I just thought that I could wait for it to come back to me, because I think either most teams had picked an electric or a fire, or maybe both, and so I felt pretty comfortable waiting until the mon got back to me, but I really wanted this one. But I did want Hisuian Sneasel here because I wanted Fake Out. Right now it's the only Pokemon on the team that is Fake Out. It's a really good low tier. I think like it was like 4 points out of 15 being the highest, so just some good utility moves on the Pokemon. Fake Out, Acid Spray is a really cool option. It's got Taunt, it's got, I don't know, it's just got a lot of really good options. Fake Out and Fate Turn, nice combination for Pokemon in general, you know, because a lot of times people want to protect to get away from the Fake Out turn. So just having that on a super low tier mon and it being really fast, I thought was really nice. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited to try it out. I haven't used this mon before. I've really liked the regular Sneasel form from whatever region it comes from originally, but the Dark Ice type has been a favorite of mine for a while. So interested in trying out this typing. I think it's Fighting and Poison. I think it'll be pretty solid. The next round I ended up grabbing Rotom and Stonejourner. I'd already knew that I was going to grab Slowking, but everybody had picked a water by that point, so I felt fine to go even lower in the point tiers to grab Stonejourner. And yeah, like I'd said earlier, I'm definitely going for a Rotom. I really wanted to have that Fire and Electric type, and I wanted to mitigate the number of ground weaknesses I had on the team for like really important Pokemon. Just because like when we have Magearna being weak to Fire and Ground, rotom-heat pairs so nicely with it. Just being able to resist those Fire type attacks plus being immune to the ground typing, I think is a really, really good option for the team. And then like our other Pokemon on the team that are weak to ground are Hisuian Sneasel, which is like gonna die to most stuff anyway, and Stonejourner, which is not a particularly defensive Pokemon, and I don't think that like when you prep for Stonejourner, it's not usually like going for ground moves, it's going for like special attacking moves, just because the stats on that mod are like so low on the special defensive side. So like the ground attacks coming toward our team, yeah, there's just less mons for it to hit. Anyway, that was part of the thinking there. And I wanted to grab Stonejourner here because I hadn't used Power Spot before, but I obviously it's a great ability for doubles. Being able to give you like a Life Orb boost on your Pokemon just can make some damage output insane. So I was really looking forward to that mod. Plus it also has Wide Guard, so it gives us a Wide Guard option for the team. I don't know how often I'm going to use it as a Wide Guard Pokemon. I think Power Spot is probably the more likely ability that it's going to be using, just because of how much damage output it allows our mons to deal. Like imagine any of the top 3 Pokemon with like a Choice Band as their item and Power Spot as an ability to couple with that. And the damage output from those monsters is going to be absolutely insane. And getting some support from it with Wide Guard, getting some support with it with like Helping Hand or stuff like that, obviously makes Stonejourner a really nice choice. And I didn't really talk very much about rotom-heat aside from the weaknesses for Magearna, but again, rotom-heat I think was a really nice option for the team. Just because again, no ground weaknesses, which is super important. And then yeah, just having like a really nice speed tier. It kind of filled in the space between Salamence and Magearna in particular, and I really liked that for the team. After that, decided to grab Slowking here, and I grabbed Glaceon, but Glaceon actually came in transactions. I miscounted how many points I had. I think I put Salamence as higher than what it was in terms of points when I was planning, and so I grabbed Ice Cube originally, ended up trading it out for Glaceon, but the idea was the same. I grabbed Slowking because I wanted another Trick Room setter. Right now our only Trick Room setter was Magearna, so back that up. It was Magearna and Arceus, but I don't really want my my strongest like attacking Pokemon to be forced to run speed control. I don't want them to deal with speed control. So I wanted to grab Slowking. I like that as an option for setting Trick Room, and it gives us a really bulky water type. The Kyogre is in this format, so like having a really bulky water type is really, really important, especially on the special defensive side. So really happy I grabbed that one. Not to mention the Slowking, because we grabbed this one, it allows us to use Chilly Reception to get in snow so that Glaceon has 100% accurate blizzards. So I liked the two of those mons together as well. So like being able to Trick Room, Chilly Reception into Glaceon spamming Blizzard is like a really cool game plan to have as well. So yeah, I was really happy with the team. I think I managed to get basically everything that I could have hoped for. I didn't really have a plan until maybe, I don't know, until maybe after like the Brute Bonnet pick. And that was really when I started to figure out what I wanted for the rest of the team. But always just looking for what is the best options on the board. Because I did not think that I was going to get Arceus Ghost and Magearna down at the last pick in the round. So being able to get those two mons on the wheel was really, really solid. And then Ursaluna dropping back down to me was absolutely insane. I couldn't believe that Pokemon dropped all the way down to me. But yeah, I'm really happy with the team. I think it's going to be a ton of fun to use this season. And I'll be putting up my videos throughout the season, so you'll be able to check out how the team is doing and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, if you'd like to see some more of the team in action, definitely stick around, like, subscribe, and all that stuff, and I will catch you on the next one.